Yo, TikTok sports take be so garbage. But damn, I had a motivational quote. Oh yeah. If you see man, go see man. Ah! Hey, let's lock in. Uh, your life as every level of football player. You know, I used to play professional football. Played in the NFL. You know, I ain't even gonna let y'all know. You feel me? I was a backup. But you know, I made that good money now. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know if this is true. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Mascot. The future Hall of Famer is 15 and has never played a down of organized foot mascot. The future Hall of Famer is 15 and has never played a down of organized football in his life. Runs about a 6'1" 40, which is slower than most offensive linemen. Could not tell you what a cover 2 is. Does not own cleats. The only reason he is standing on this field is because a kid named Marcus sat down at his lunch table and lied. Said someone got hurt on the team. They need a body. Sarah's gonna be there. Sarah is the crush. You show up in your cousin's soccer cleats, and the injured player turns out to be the mascot. Not a starter, not a backup, the bird suit. Marcus put you in a foam eagle head in front of Ridgewood High and had it on Snapchat before halftime. 400 views.
I ain't going back. That was one of my ex-homies. Yo, nah, we're like, I played football for my high school because fucking, I don't know, they ain't do the whole oh, come play, blah, blah, blah. It was some shit where, I think one of the football managers had just told a nigga, hey, yo, you the mascot, because he was trying to join the team. So they just told the nigga, you the mascot. Big boy throwing the mascot suit. He was a mascot. Now, he was having the time of his life, though. I ain't gonna fake it. As long as you happy, I don't give a fuck.
Your crush is in row 3. She is laughing. Not with you. Halftime, week 7.
No.
A kid from the other team catches the ball and starts running toward the end zone. He has passed everyone. Nobody is going to stop him. Sarah is still in row 3. You do not make decisions with your brain at 15. You sprint 3 steps and tackle him so hard that the entire sideline goes quiet. A mascot just made the hit of the game. The refs look at each other.
No way you went crazy.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
There is no rule for this. Nobody thought to write one. Coach Vickers sees the whole thing from the press box. Monday morning, a handwritten note in your locker. Tryouts. Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. From V, that is the entire message. A time and an initial. Level 2. High school player. Coach Vickers puts you at safety because you hit with your whole body and you are too slow for corner, too light for linebacker, and too unhinged for the offensive side of the ball. Safety is where football puts people it has not finished categorizing. We can teach technique, he says. We can't teach mean. You will spend 2 years deciding whether that was a compliment. Marcus transferred before junior year chasing bigger lights and louder crowds. A kid named Deshaun sits in the press box with a laptop and glasses that are always crooked on one side. Hip condition ended his career before it started. He knows more football than anyone in the building, and nobody listens because he weighs 140 pounds and his voice has not committed to a register. After your third practice, he says the sentence that will determine the outcome of a Super Bowl in front of 70 million people. Stop watching the ball. Watch the eyes. You nod. You do not understand. It does not.
He's wrong. Nigga said, the fuck? This nigga said, watch the eyes. Oh, hell nah. He trying to get you cooked, Big Twin. He trying to get you cooked, Big Twin. You don't watch the eyes, bro. What you mean watch the eyes? Nigga got a helmet on. How you gonna watch somebody's eyes? He got a helmet on. Some niggas have helmet on with visors. How you gonna watch his eyes? You watch. Guess what you watch, chat. What up? I try to guess in the comments. If you can guess it right in the comments, I cash up you $1, cause that's the minimum. Nah, $1.01. You watch Dubs, dumb fuck. That dude know the moves football. I why ain't nobody from your hood make it up. Nigga said watch the eyes, cuz. I don't think no injury is the reason why he didn't make it.
You keep the mascot head in your closet. It is the reason you do not quit. Your mom packs a sandwich before your first JV game.
Oh,
Turkey and American cheese on white bread. Too much mustard. Brown paper bag. Your name on the outside.
It wasn't really damn. You weren't really had like no damn. You wasn't like damn. They didn't really expect you to win. You feel me? You're supposed to go out there. Feel me? Show out type shit. Damn, fuck, they couldn't find a word.
Side written in the car. One letter wrong. She will pack this sandwich before every game for 16 years. The spelling will never be correct. You will never correct her. Junior year. First varsity start at free safety. A crossing route, and for the first time you watch the quarterback's eyes instead of the receiver's hips. They go left. You break left. Interception.
You watch the quarterback's eyes instead of the receiver's hips. Hold up. Let me think if that's true. I barely paid attention in film. I ain't gonna lie. But you know, when I was in that field, I paid attention though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of them niggas, cause nigga, it ain't. Don't listen to this shit though. Don't listen to this shit though. I used to get on that field. I used to feel stupid as fuck. Nah, real life though. No, real life though. I used to get on that field cause I got in my linebacker. Not cause I used to be a little bit more up. You feel me? I got a little skinny. But I used to get in my linebacker position cause especially first game cause I was starting. I lost that shit though, but don't worry about that. But the nigga in his linebacker position, right? I look left, I look right. I was like, hey yo, chill, I seen this on film. But look, I didn't watch the whole thing. I'd seen the way they lined up and I was like, yo, come on, I can go at this shit with my eyes closed. I used to just go to the video. And then I used to, cause you know, we had plays, right? I used to just tell myself what the play was. I used to be like, oh, I'm just supposed to do this. But I never watched the play. So I get out today, right? And then boom, nigga snap the ball, right? You snap the ball, you're supposed to wait for the quarterback. You're supposed to look at the quarterback if you're gonna hand it off or if you're gonna drop back. So quarterback, snap that motherfucker. I just drop back because I just seen a wide receiver running fast as hell. And I just drop back. And then it was a run. I'm like, oh shit, that's when I get in front of the nigga, he juked the fuck out of me. I was like, oh nah, that's why you was, fam. Nah, they got me though. I ain't gonna lie, I was fried out here. Nah, I was actually fried out there. Nah, I wasn't. I'm sure. Nah, that shit was still like that. But hold on, do you watch the eyes instead of the hips, quarterback's eyes instead? I mean, he's a safety. Okay, he's right though. He's right now.
Do not celebrate. You are genuinely surprised it worked. Senior year rivalry game. Marcus arrives with his cousin and a gimbal. He catches 6 for 104 and celebrates each one by pointing at the defender he just beat. Not the end zone. The person. Last drive, his team up 4. You read the quarterback's eyes and jump Marcus's slant before he plants his foot. Interception at your own 30. Your offense cannot convert. You lose by 4. Post-game, Marcus leans in close. You play angry. That's cute. Then louder for the phone's recording. Nah, 52 is tough. That night, he posts a TikTok 52. Ranking every DB who covered him this season. You are 4th of 5. Caption. Effort was there. A scout from Iowa State was in the press box. Not for Marcus USC locked him in October. Your coach forwards the email with the subject line, is this legit? Yeah. It sits between a fantasy football waiver notification.
This is one thing I never experienced. I mean, I did, but it wasn't for like Iowa. It was for some D2, D3 shit. So it's like I did experience it, you feel me? But I didn't, but you feel me? I didn't experience it how I wanted to experience it, you feel me? And they gave hear that NIL package. That's all I want to hear. I swear to God. I don't give a fuck about the school. I ain't gonna no real life though. I ain't give a fuck about the school. I ain't give a fuck about the program. I ain't give a fuck about the team. Real life, I didn't have no passion for football because I got a passion for money. So niggas just kept talking about the program, about how I was gonna fit in the system. Nigga, fuck your system. I ain't even trying to be disrespectful. But like, damn, gang, I was just worried about my pockets. But hey, man, I turned out doing none of that.
And a Canvas reminder for a history essay you will never write. That email is the first step toward the NFL. Right now, Marcus does not know it exists, which means for the first time in your life, you have something.
What about Marcus? Dang, you got Marcus Cat. Marcus cracked that.
Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands of star systems like never before.
He does not. Level 3, college player. The partial scholarship is worth $11,000 a year. A full ride at a Power 5 program is worth $62,000. Marcus commits to USC on Instagram Live in front of 22,000 viewers and ranks the schools that recruited him worst to best, roasting each one. He calls Iowa State a farm with a football problem. Your commitment post gets 47 likes. Your aunt comments, "Go Hawks." Iowa State is the Cyclones. First Big 12 game. A senior receiver from Oklahoma State runs a double move so clean you look like you are trying to hail a taxi on a freeway. Burned for 62 yards and a touchdown. The DB coach says Big 12 speed is different, in a tone that makes you consider switching to club rugby and pretending this semester did not happen. 1.1 million high school players.
One thing about me though, I ain't never get burnt. Hell no. Two things about me. I ain't never get burnt, and I ain't never miss a tackle. Ask your father, nigga. That was my coach. Oh, shit. Oh. Ask your daddy, nigga. Telling you, bro. Fastest nigga. I was a linebacker, fast kicker, and I was the fastest nigga on the team. Ask your dad, nigga. Stamp.
256 get drafted. You just got burned by a receiver who will never play on Sundays. Sophomore year. Deshaun's sentence lands years late the way all real advice works. It sounds like nothing until the moment it sounds like everything. You stop reacting to the receiver after the snap and start reading the quarterback before it. Film study goes from 8 hours a week to 35. Your roommate, a walk-on kicker from Davenport, asks if you need professional help. You are not fine.
That's why he's a
the DB coach moves you to corner because your hips are faster now and your eyes were always ahead of everyone else's. You are becoming because your hips are faster now. You are not fine. The DB coach moves you to corner because your hips are faster now and your eyes were always ahead of everyone else's. You are becoming the reason offensive coordinators install a check down they did not used to need. Junior year. 5 interceptions, all Big 12. Opposing quarterbacks stop throwing to your side. Your best games are statistically invisible 0 targets. Means you did your job perfectly. And no
5 interception season is some shit I dream about.
Nobody will ever make a highlight of it. The thing that makes you elite is the same thing that makes you disappear on film. ESPN runs a sidebar. Iowa State's no-fly zone. They do not use your name. They use the scheme. The technique you are building will one day intercept a pass in a Super Bowl with 28 seconds left. Right now, it is erasing you from the stat sheet. Marcus gets suspended at USC for filming a walk-on struggling with a bench press and captioning it, "When the Make-A-Wish kid tries to lift." He misses 2 games and gains 200,000 followers. Attention is attention. You declare for the draft. Your mom packs the last college sandwich. Same turkey, same cheese, same mustard, same wrong letter. Your dad drives 11 hours to watch the bowl game and says afterward, "We should look at the insurance options before we talk to an agent." That is who he is. You love him for it. You also want to scream into something soft. But there is no time for screaming because 330 strangers with clipboards are about to measure your hands. Level 4. NFL prospect. Lucas Oil Stadium. A trainer grips your hand and spreads your fingers across a ruler. 9.5 inches. He writes it down without looking at your face. You are a collection of measurables now. Wingspan, shuttle, vertical, the system has stripped the game down to body parts in tenths of seconds and none of it captures what makes you different. There is no column on the spreadsheet for that. Combine. You run a 4.4840. Marcus runs a 4.40, shirtless. Because a camera is within 50 yards and removing his shirt near cameras is his actual
4840. No, that nigga run no 4840.
Because a cam 4840. Mark column on the spreadsheet for that. Combine. You run a 4.4840. Marcus runs a 4.40, shirtless. Because a camera is within 50 yards and removing his shirt near cameras is his actual superpower. ESPN projects him top 8. You are a day 3 prospect. Which means rounds 4 through 7, which means the difference between you and Marcus is $27 million in guaranteed money. That gap is not about football. It is about the confidence of strangers. Pre-draft meeting with Tennessee. The defensive coordinator shows you film on a tablet and says, "Tell me what you see." You call out 3 coverage busts, a disguised blitz, and a safety rotation the DC did not notice until you pointed it out. He pauses the film. A safety rotation the DC did not notice until you pointed it out. He pauses the film. Looks at the general manager. The GM writes something on a legal pad. You will not find out until 3 years later at a team dinner that this meeting is the reason they drafted you. By then you have forgotten the meeting entirely. He has not. Draft night. Your parents' living room. Your mom created a Facebook event called Draft Day with a football emoji. 4 RSVPs. 2 are aunts who think a draft pick is something you do at a bar. Your dad bought a sheet cake from Walmart that says your name, but the bakery squeezed the letters and the last 2 got cut off. Your uncle keeps switching between ESPN.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If you were projected day 3, your family not doing that shit, nigga. Nigga, your school is, I mean, like, yeah, you gonna be at home, but like, nigga, you gonna be fitted up. You gonna have your O's with you. You gonna have your parents with you. Niggas gonna know, man. Like, what are you talking about, cuz? Like, come on, nigga. You gonna be ready to get posted, cuz. Come on, bro. Niggas acting like a day 3, or like even a 7th round is still gonna, he's still gonna be, you feel me? He's acting like a day 3. It's just another day. Niggas niggas talking about something at a bar. You've been playing football your whole life, nigga.
And in a base fishing tournament. Marcus goes 7th overall to the Dallas Cowboys. Green room, custom suit, handshake with Jerry Jones, graphic package on every platform in 6 minutes. 1.4 million likes.
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix, you can grab your...
No fans.
Before your uncle finds the right channel. You go 156th, 5th round. Your mom screams. Your dad stands up, does not know what to do with his body, shakes your hand, hugs you, does both again in a different order. The aunt who does not watch football says, "So do you play tomorrow?" Your mom says, "He plays in the NFL," with a seismic intensity that implies the next person who asks a follow-up will not be offered cake. Signing bonus, $205,000. Marcus, $29.4 million. Fully guaranteed. Same draft, same year, same size football. The Titans post your signing on Instagram. They use a combine photo where you look like you just received difficult news from your dentist. Your name is spelled correctly for the first time in your public life. It feels like someone else's. Level 5. Rookie. Your locker is a folding chair next to the janitor's closet. Your nameplate is a strip of athletic tape with Sharpie that is already peeling at the corners. You are the 14th defensive back on a roster that keeps 10.
Nigga, I don't think no team keeps 14 DBs. I don't think no team keeps 14 DBs, gang. But okay.
The math is not in your favor. The math has never been in your favor. Marcus posted a time-lapse of his Cowboys locker installation custom carpet.
Team holds like
LED underlighting engraved nameplate. 2 million views. His locker has its own content strategy. Yours shares a wall with mop storage. Preseason week 3. The first cut drops the roster from 90 to 75. 15 players clear out their lockers before lunch. By the time the roster hits 53, you have watched 26 people leave. You touch your printed nameplate once when no one is looking. Because the last version was peeling tape and the one before that was a mascot suit, and you are not fully convinced this one will be here Monday. 6 weeks on the inactive list. You dress for games and stand on the sideline in a cap that does not say champions. Week 7, you get your chance. 3rd and 8 against the Colts. The quarterback looks left and you read it before the ball moves. You break on the out route, bat the pass down, force a punt. The defensive coordinator nods from the booth. Nobody writes about it. Nobody will ever write about it. Cornerbacks exist in the negative space of someone else's stat line. Your best play is a pass that did not happen, a catch that was not made, a name that does not appear in a box score. You are paid to be invisible. That used to be the problem.
So bad, bro.
Now it is the job description. Your mom mails the sandwich for your first NFL game. Turkey, American cheese, too much mustard, brown bag, name wrong. Same letter. It arrives 2 days late. The bread is stale. The mustard has soaked through the paper. It is inedible. You keep the bag. It sits on your locker shelf next to the tape nameplate. Two versions of your name, both wrong. Both the most important things in a building full of men being paid millions of dollars to be correct. First NFL game check. $4,800 after taxes. You sit in the Nissan Stadium parking garage with the engine running for 6 minutes because you do not know what to do with the distance between this moment and a foam eagle head. The lights in the garage buzz at a frequency that makes everything feel temporary. Whether that is the ceiling or the floor depends on something you have not been tested on yet. Level 6. Starter. Week 5, Year 2. The starting corner's Achilles tears in the second quarter. You hear it from the bench, a sound like a rubber band snapping inside a towel. The coach looks down the sideline, past 2 players who have been here longer, and lands on you. Not because you are the best option, because you are the cheapest mistake if it does not work. First start, you shadow a Pro Bowl receiver and hold him to 3 catches for 28 yards. The headline, Pro Bowler has quiet night against Tennessee. Your best game is someone else's bad day. Your name does not appear in the...
That's really crazy, though. That's something I never peeped. Your best game as a DB is just somebody's bad day, bro. You could go out there, you get 3 picks. I ain't gonna. You go out there, you get 3 picks. Nah, that's not just somebody's bad day, nigga. That's a contract day for you. But if let's just take you out there, you have a good game with no picks, and you just go out there, you have 5 pass deflections. You just trap shit. Hey, you ain't going, you feel me? You might get a pity from your team because you feel me, use an island, but the world ain't gonna know your name because you had a nigga to 0 yards.
The article. His appears 4 times. 12 straight starts. 71 tackles, 2 interceptions, 9 passes defended. Your hip starts clicking. Not pain a sound, like a door hinge in a house nobody has maintained. The team doctor uses the word degenerative the way a barista says oat milk, casually, like it is not going to restructure the rest of your life. You are 24 and your hip makes a sound your grandfather would recognize. You ice 40 minutes after every game. The machine hums at a frequency you hear when you are trying to sleep. You are 24 on the field and 41 in the parking lot. Titans versus Cowboys. Sunday Night Football. 78 million viewers. You line up across from Marcus for the first time since high school. He is wearing custom cleats with his own logo. You are wearing Tay-Meshued Nikes in a colorway you...
That's your logo. That's Marcus's logo. I'm saying you use ODAI. I don't know. That AI shit
did not choose. He catches 7 for 118. One is a one-handed grab the broadcast replays 6 times. You hold him to 11 yards in the entire second half. That statistic does not exist on any graphic or post-game tweet. Entire second half grab the broadcast replays. He catches 7 for 118. One is a one-handed grab the broadcast replay.
What the fuck was that shit? Nigga, at the end of the game, he had 8 for 1 something, nigga. What the fuck? He fucked you, nigga. He fucked you, nigga. Nigga, he fucked you, nigga. That's not an average game, nigga. He just fucked you. What the fuck is we talking about? He talking about some that shit don't show. Nigga, that shit not gonna show up on nothing, nigga. He just fucked the shit out you. Fuck is nigga? Get the fuck out of my face with that dumb shit. He talking about you in the second half, you nigga, smack the shit out yourself. Nigga, smack the shit out yourself. Bro, I hate that shit, cuz. That nigga just got me mad, bro, in a real way, cuz. He talking about in the second half, that he held him, he only had 11 yards. Nigga, he should have had 11 yards all game on your bum ass. What did you talk about, cuz? You was a grown-ass man. Telling me a nigga had 8 catches for 127 yards on your bean, nigga. On your bean, nigga. And you found a way to spin that into a good thing. Nigga, how about you spin my balls in your mouth? You a grown-ass man.
Fuck. Plays 6 times. You hold him to 11 yards in the entire second half. That statistic does not exist on any graphic or post-game tweet. A reporter asks Marcus about the coverage. Their DB? He's solid. Good tackler.
Nah, he a bum, nigga. Fuck no. Hell nah. That nigga a scrub. Tell that bum bitch to get back in the lab. Fuck is we talking about? He talking about he's solid. He a good tackler. Nigga, you tackling grass, bitch. Come on, y'all niggas. Nah, bro, Marcus, you supposed to be an asshole, baby boy. I do shit like this to you, cuz. What a bro. You not hearing the end of it, nigga. I just put Jesus, Mary, and Joseph on your head, nigga. And you want to talk about it was solid. No, nigga, you was stupid, nigga. If me putting up 100 on your beaners, you having a solid game, nigga, then what is bad? 200, 250, 300, nigga, you's a bum.
It is the professional-grade version of Cute, delivered to 78 million people. You sit in the Nissan Stadium tunnel until the lights click off. The tunnel is where you feel things now. Monday. The defensive coordinator pulls you into his office. You held a $30 million receiver to 11 yards in the second half, and nobody noticed. That
in the second half, nigga. What about what he did all game? In the second half, that's cool. But nigga, that first half performance was atrocious. I get it if it was 30 yards in the first half, 40 yards, 50. Maybe even 60, gang. Maybe even 70. But 111, nigga, he's a fucking bum. Ooh. Damn, I thought I did something wrong. Hope I didn't.
That is the job. If they are talking about you, something went wrong. That is the most honest sentence a coach has ever said to you. It is also the reason defensive backs do not get billboard campaigns. Your agent calls. Extension offer. 3 years, $42 million. You ask about the guaranteed money. $18 million.
Whoa.
You ask about the injury clause. The pause before the answer is the answer. $42 million and your hip is already clicking, and there is not a single line in a contract that protects the part of you that is slowly becoming someone else's problem. Your dad would call this a depreciating asset with a service agreement. Your dad would be right. Level 7. Pro Bowler.
No
Year 5. 6 interceptions, 14 passes defended. All-Pro second team. You find out about the Pro Bowl selection from a push notification on your phone while standing meckin'.
It's illegal to drive without car insurance in almost every U.S. state, but there's one thing you could try pretty much any time if you want to save money. So I found this website, and look at the difference. $159 a month. I thought this was the best price.
While standing in a CV's holding a tube of Bengay and a bag of trail mix at 10:15 p.m. on a Tuesday night, defensive players do not get commissioner phone calls. They get alerts between the ibuprofen aisle and checkout. You buy the Bengay. You drive home. That is what vindication looks like when nobody is filming. Nike calls your agent. $30 million over 5 years. Their exact words after the draft were, "We love the tape, but the defensive back market is limited." Limited. Your entire position is a market limitation. Adidas said yes for $3 million when you were a third-year starter nobody outside Tennessee had heard of.
I don't know. $3 million. He took that $3 million? I would have took that $3 million. I ain't gonna fake it. If it was really that burger he was talking about, he would have took them $3 million. Just like the better took that $3 million.
Now Nike wants the version that made them look wrong. You stay with Adidas. Your agent says you are leaving $27 million on the table. You say they did not want you when finding you was the hard part.
Yeah, nah, I'm a prideful nigga. But that bread shut me up quick as fuck. I'm out that big. 27 M's on the table here now.
That is not loyalty. That is a receipt. Adidas builds the shoe. They put an eye motif on the heel, a reference to the way you play. To a sentence a 15-year-old kid with crooked glasses said in a press box that nobody took seriously. It retails for $140. Your name is on the box. Your mom buys 8 pairs and stores 6 in the original packaging because they'll be worth something. They already are. Pro Bowl. Orlando. You and Marcus on the same sideline for the first time. He daps you up. We made it, bro. We. As if your paths were parallel. Fourth quarter, a receiver runs a deep post.
Cool, baby.
You read his eyes and pick it off. The crowd barely reacts. It is the exact red Deshaun showed you 9 years ago. That red is 3 games away from being worth a Super Bowl ring. Right now, it is worth a polite golf clap in Orlando. Playoffs. Divisional round. 2 interceptions, 1 return, 40 yards. Conference championship against San...
I want to know what I just think. I just thought. I think his videos is made of AI. I mean, like of course, like, animations is made of AI, but like, I don't know, I think the audio is AI too. I don't know, he probably put like a script in there, but yeah, I feel like this shit gotta be AI.
San Francisco. Third quarter, your hip does not click. It locks, like someone welded the joint mid-stride. You stay in because available is the only word that keeps a contract valid when the guaranteed money runs out after next season. The team doctor asks if you want to come out. You do not answer. He does not ask again. You win by 6. The Super Bowl is set. Tennessee Titans versus Dallas Cowboys. You versus Marcus. Every network writes the same sentence for 3 weeks. They do not mention the mascot head. They do not know about it yet. Level 8. Champion. Super Bowl morning. SoFi Stadium. Your hip is wrong. Not the clicking. Not the locking. The absence of Boethit has moved past complaining and into the silence that means the body has accepted something the brain has not. The team doctor rotates your leg and makes a face you have seen once before on a vet examining your childhood dog before saying...
He's only like 26, I ain't gonna lie. Your career done this quick, gang. This shit tragic, no panic. Hopping at being, I'm feeling automatic. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna end this video short. You know why? Cause this bitch is ass.